WrestleMania 32. When there were about 30 people in their seats, Ryback fought Kalisto. Yeah, Ryback threw Kalisto around the ring a bit. And then Kalisto...
Nobody was watching.
No one was there. Yeah.
It's weird to put a title fight at the very beginning when no one's really watching.
Yeah.
It definitely wasn't one of the worst matches.
It was a zippy fruit salad of a match.
Yeah.
And then Nikki Bella comes out at the end in a neck brace. I think that was meant to be exciting.
Yeah. I mean, it was... So that whole thing was basically Brie Bella's retirement party and the end of the Divas division as a whole.
Yeah. Because then Lita comes out.
She shows the new belt. They've got a nice new belt.
Yeah,
and it doesn't look like a great big minge.
No. They finally admit they are women.
Yeah,
human beings.
Yeah.
Yeah. They've given the women a belt deserving of their talent.
One of the worst matches of the night. They went to go get the tables in the middle match, but the Usos stopped them and won. And the crowd were like,
got a big
boo! And then the Dudleys went, no, now we're pissed off. And they get the tables out, the crowd go, yeah! And then the Usos reverse it.
Yeah.
And the crowd went boo again.
On the Dudleys.
They did. The actual show started off just like last year with basically a Money in the Bank ladder match, but for the Intercontinental title. We had Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn, Stardust, Zack Ryder,
Dolph Ziggler,
Sin Cara.
And it was okay.
No, it was pretty fun. It's cool to see. Nice to see Sami Zayn on the full roster.
It was 7 men, wasn't it?
There's someone else in
Was there? Well, this is the kind of shit we need to figure out.
Who's in it?
There was some...
Miz!
Oh,
Did we not say the Miz? He was the one on screen when we were trying to...
We didn't say the Miz.
Well,
he doesn't deserve.
People didn't like the Miz either. It wasn't quite as good, I don't think, as the ladder match last year, which I think had a better overall talent. You know, with Luke Harper, Dean Ambrose, Dan O'Brien. The highlight of this match was Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn going at it.
Yeah, that was really cool, wasn't it? Yeah.
Their stuff I really liked. It's getting to a stage now that these 6-man, 7-man, 8-man ladder matches, you can see the spots being set up now because they're so regular. So they put the ladder that snaps in half, which is now every ladder match, on the outside lip, on the lip of the ring, and you already know, okay, who's going through it.
Yeah.
Zack Ryder did one of the best elbow drops in WrestleMania history.
Oh, that was great.
A really good elbow drop off the ladder.
Yeah.
I mean, you can see why they chuck him in at the start of the show to sort of grab everybody by the balls.
Yeah.
But, I mean, they're fun and they're a good way to kick off a long show. But, like you said, you feel they're really at risk of, like, overdoing it. Like, there's only so many times that they can book the same match.
Yeah. And it is the same almost every year. Yeah.
Finally, Jericho and AJ Styles get a match.
Oh, God, I've been waiting for that.
Woo!
Yeah.
Ever since AJ Styles came in and had a little bit of a fight with Chris Jericho, I wanted them to go toe to toe.
Yeah. And they've been so clever because they've held it back and they've held it back.
I know.
They've really just built your interest. And now finally
we got to see it.
Yeah. That's not fair. I mean, well, it kind of is, yeah. It was a really cool match.
It's
the fourth time they've wrestled this year. That's it, no more. They're done now.
They're done.
Yeah. Another example of sort of slightly off booking where you get the impression no one's got their sights on even a medium-term plan here.
Not yet.
New Day.
The New Day come out in a big cereal packet.
I'm sure they were selling that cereal.
They're selling
at
that
a merch
cereal
stand for $15.
Well, it was an okay match. You know, it was again the title should have been on the line.
It's WrestleMania.
And what's clear is
them on the line.
Really this was just a ploy for the cheap pop of the night.
Yeah.
Where
For Wade Barrett after the League of Nations win to say, no free men can take us on.
The old timers came out.
And the old timers come out and
Shawn Michaels looking like a sexy boy though.
yeah, he's not
Sexy.
He's not your boy toy.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I think he's cute. I know he's sexy.
Yeah.
He's my favourite wrestler of all time, and I couldn't help but sort of jump up and down. And it's such a cheap pop, but it's fucking exciting to see him, and he looked great. The second person to come out is Mick Foley, and
looking like he can walk.
Austin comes out, the only one who's not dressed for his podcast.
Yeah. He's looking like he was doing a live podcast about WrestleMania and was like, and I'll be back after this break. Pause, like, run out.
And he's just, but also, it's a sort of another sign where you can see them panicking and going, this WrestleMania needs something. We need anything, please. Sean, Mick, Steve, please come on, like, you've got to come out and save us.
Yeah.
It's so cheap, but the last 3 years, I did like at WrestleMania 30, Hulk Hogan drinking with The Rock and Austin. I did enjoy that. And last year, though it made no sense, the Triple H Sting match, where DX came out, and then the NWO came out for Sting, which doesn't really work. I mean, I said it earlier, it's kind of like if you had John McClane from Die Hard versus Martin Riggs from Lethal Weapon, and during the match, Danny Glover comes down to help out Martin Riggs. But don't worry, here come the Gruber brothers to help John McClane. It doesn't quite work. But the cheap pops at WrestleMania, they're quite fun.
Yeah.
It's fun, I think it reeks of desperation though.
The match I was looking forward to most of all was the street fight.
The street fight, because they had built, they pushed this, it was going to be hardcore.
Mick Foley, Terry Funk.
He passed the baton, he literally passed the barbed wire baton to Dean Ambrose and said, you've got to remember your old CZW days.
past,
You've got to go, you've got to be really dangerous, you've got to be hardcore. And it was Suplex City again.
It was. I remember when it first got booked, I was like, oh, this is going to be Dean Ambrose. And I said it, it's going to be Dean Ambrose with a Singapore cane hitting Brock Lesnar, and Brock Lesnar's going to suplex him a lot. And then, that's what I thought it was going to be. And then when they started doing these promos, oh, wait a minute, they're going to bring blood back. I thought, because they said it.
Because Lesnar has already brought blood back.
Lesnar bleed in the 4 matches. In the 4 matches last year, he bled in 3 of them. It didn't in this.
And he needed to.
Well, they just needed to do anything. They just needed to make it a street fight. Feel like it was actually a dangerous street fight. Because what I don't get is that they were sort of pushing Dean Ambrose again as the crazy, the crazy dangerous. He's the dangerous man. He's the hardcore guy. And then they sort of just reinforced Lesnar as kind of the suplex beast. Oh, I'm crushing disappointment. I was on the verge of tears this morning watching that.
And then reaches under and gets to barbed wire, and you're all like, oh my god,
shit.
Finally!
But it's almost like pulling out that would be like in the Edge versus Mick Foley street fight back at WrestleMania 22. It's like setting the table on fire and not putting him through it. Why is it there? Why did they set up that bat so much? You let us down.
It's featured in promos. It's got more charisma than Roman Reigns.
I felt like it was my birthday and I'd been presented with a cake full of candles, and everyone had sung happy birthday, I'd blown it out, and then I was just told that I wasn't allowed a slice.
There was no way it couldn't have been a disappointment. They knew that everyone was going to be disappointed by it. There's no way. Because they've promised you something and have not delivered.
We've got something good to say about WrestleMania! The women's match!
It was fucking ace!
Really good.
It was really cool.
Yeah.
It was a really nice, kind of cool, up-tempo, fast-paced, fucking bang after bang after bang. It was great.
Yeah.
That's a triple threat title match right there.
Yeah.
Stole the show.
Great interest. Yeah. Great start to the new women's division. The first ever women's division.
First ever women's title match.
Yeah.
Ever.
And it's a really good one.
They've set a high standard then.
Probably the best match of this whole WrestleMania.
Yeah,
I agree.
I think so. I think by a pretty substantial margin.
And there's Sasha Banks, Charlotte, and Becky Lynch bring their A game.
Yeah.
As you should do for WrestleMania. And it was a joy to watch.
They're the 3 people backstage who said, we're the ones who we're going to go and steal the show.
Yeah.
And they're the guys who actually went out and did it.
So glad that they're called women now as well.
Yeah.
And not
that was one of my personal highlights of WrestleMania was like
some sanity.
Finally have a women's title.
So the one caveat is it's kind of a shame to see Charlotte still getting the kind of the heel win with Ric Flair's help.
Yeah.
And it's kind of fun and I don't mind it so much, but it would have been a better vindication of the continued increasing quality in the women's division to just have had the clean finish and just have Charlotte win on her own.
Yeah.
Totally bizarre booking. I mean,
who's the face?
The panic move of just everybody's injured. The hell are we going to do? Shane, please come back.
Yeah.
And then tease everybody by saying, "Oh, Shane might come back and be in charge of Raw." He's going to sort out this. He's going to right this ship that's just fucking sinking. He's going to steady the ship. It'll be fine. No, it's not. It was just a little tease because he's just going to come back for his one bump at WrestleMania. He's going to fight The Undertaker because we've got no one else to put up against The Undertaker, and The Undertaker needs a match. It was a pretty bog standard match.
The bump.
Redeemed to some degree by just a massive,
It's a
nutter jumping off a cage. It's a match that seemingly has loads riding on it because if Shane wins, he becomes the general manager of Raw. If he wins, The Undertaker has to retire from competing at WrestleMania. So, there's so much riding on this, but you know that just it was going to be totally inconsequential. This is going nowhere now. This is going to go no further. There was nothing to this more than just bringing back someone who was willing to do something stupid to try and inject some kind of life into a flagging brand. Shane McMahon takes his big bump from the cage. If you rewatch this, watch Michael Cole, because Michael Cole comes up with this greatly says, "Oh, for the love of mankind," and initially you think, that's quite a cool. It's dramatic and it's a nice callback to King of the Ring '98. Watch it again. Michael Cole is reading his lines as he says it.
It's got a page in front of him. Just
for the love of mankind. He's barely watching what's happening. He's got his fucking script and he's not letting it go.
Proof, if it were needed, that the man obviously struggles to work off the cuff. There's no sense of spontaneity there. The stupid thing about this is they have a battle royale 10 weeks after the Royal Rumble. You did this. You do this every year. It's called the Royal Rumble. You don't need to do it again to kill time on a 5-hour show at WrestleMania. Cut the shit. Garbage. Absolute garbage.
Do one, maybe.
Would normally be quite a thrill to see Diamond Dallas Page come back and wrestle. I don't care because he's in a fucking over-the-top battle royal. No more Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royals. Enough of them. Do it at Access or something. I don't care. I don't want to see this anymore. It's boring. You're not honouring his memory by doing this. Find some other way.
I'm not honouring his memory with a statue like that anyway. It looks like it's made out of chocolate.
It looks like a Karamak. It looks like a big Karamak. We think the lovely Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders came out and danced a Thunderstruck, and now,
Can you time it, Chad? Just because you're...
But 12 hours later, already on the network, they've changed the music. Normally, I'm quite happy to see The Rock, but by this point, we were already about 12 hours into the show.
Yeah.
3.5 hours. Yeah.
3.5 hours into the main show without the pre-show or watching
Still an hour and a half of this to go. He came out with a flamethrower and burnt his own name.
Yeah.
Great. WWE panicking, please bring out somebody that everybody loves and just, let's make a WrestleMania moment. Just The Rock come out and just announce the attendance. Oh my God. Now what else is he going to direct everyone to the fire exits in case there's a fire drill?
Yeah, the Wyatts come out and he does a couple of rock bottoms and sort of flings them out of the ring and he's a bit outnumbered because they're big. And the crowd boo their
boo!
Out all the
boo John Cena! You're going to set up a John Cena and the Wyatts feud, fine. Don't do it. What are we on? Don't do it 3.5 hours into this fucking show. Honestly, what? It's 3:30 in the morning. I don't need this, Vince. For God's sake, don't do this horrible, pathetic love. Oh, The Rock's there. Please like us again. And John Cena. Remember him? Still hate him.
Wow, we just decided to rewatch it. I mean,
that's not how I remember it. I swear to God, it's not.
When John Cena came out on the night, there were boos.
Yeah.
And on the network now, he's getting cheered. I don't know. Are we just misremembering? Or
I mean, we were booing quite loudly. So
we were.
Stephanie comes out and does Roman Reigns' job for him.
Yeah. Boo this man.
Yeah. I'm gonna make you dislike
pigs.
Triple H. You sheep. You disgusting
You little wankers.
Yeah. Fucking troglodytes.
Triple H comes out, and everyone loves Triple H. He is the heel you love to love.
Yeah. It's impossible not to anymore.
Face.
Okay, Roman Reigns, when he came out, you could audibly hear the volume turning down on the audience.
Yeah.
So it was sort of boom.
And it was exactly the match you feared it would be.
It was the match you feared.
Triple H is amazing. He's great. He can make anyone look good, but even he seems to kind of, I don't know, I feel like even he sort of flounders when he's working with Reigns. There's so little to enjoy about Reigns in the ring. I think don't say that, with any joy. It's not fun to be pissed off with Roman Reigns. He's diabolically tedious to watch.
Yeah.
In the ring, there is just nothing about the guy's ring work.
If you're gonna make it so long, you need something really interesting to happen at the end to make that whole wait worth it. Not the person everyone in that stadium hates winning.
Yeah. The fact that we're paying for this, and you're putting Roman Reigns on all the posters, and the fans aren't liking him, and you're just fucking shoving it down our fucking throats, and we're paying for it, Vince. Listen to the fucking fans, because they're the people who buy it. And don't you want the fans to be happy? I don't understand it.
What did we do?
Why do you hate us?
I feel like Sharon Stone in Casino. You are James Woods, you're my abusive pimp, and I keep going back to you, Vince, and I don't know why. And I wish I had a very good...
Vince, I wish I could quit you. My favourite member of the audience all night. Don't know who she is. There is a lady sat in the front row.
She's got Sasha Banks glasses.
Yeah, maybe about 3 or 4 in from the right. She's got the gold Sasha Banks glasses. Whoever you are an absolute peach.
Yeah.
Brilliant all the way through.
The best thing about the race.
The most memorable thing.
All the way through the main event. This woman in the front row looks bored to tears. She looks so bored. And the moment at which Roman Reigns finally goes in, he lands the Superman punch, he wins as the 1-2-3, the 1-2-3 count in the main event at WrestleMania, and this woman's reaction is to roll her eyes. I mean, we don't know who she is. She's presumably not a plant, but I mean, how about summing up the show there?
Yeah.
How about summing up the main event? This woman in the front row, she rolls her eyes. This poor woman who's probably spent a small fortune to sit front and centre at WrestleMania, and whoever you are, you made the main event for me. Absolutely brilliant.
Here's to you.
Yeah.
Here's to you. We roll our eyes with you.
Thank you for your cynical, bored eye rolling. It was great.